Fish off the pitch, episode 11. We're rolling.
Man, I don't know if we're rolling. Hopefully we're rolling.
Yeah,
We got to start rolling.
You got to get rolling again, huh?
Got to roll on Friday.
Okay, you want to look back real quick? Tell us how you played last week. It seems like you gave up a few too many goals, Coach.
Man, yeah, this is a tough one. But, I mean, that's part of coaching. And you have a lot of moments that are great, and you have challenging moments. And that's what defines you, as a player, as a man, as a coach. I mean, it's how you deal with adversity. And, going back a little bit, we're flying high after a big win at Old Dominion here and went to UAB last Wednesday. And had a tough one. I thought we played pretty well. We lost 3-2. Didn't when you say, I mean, you kind of let yourself off the hook to say we didn't get the bounces, but they capitalized on some decent chances, not easy ones, but they finished their chances. We took two of our chances, but had a lot more. And it came down to quality in front of the net, defending. And the ability, we talk a lot in soccer about creating half chances, and those aren't like easy ones that you can just stick away. But, if you got really good players and you get some half chances, you should score some goals out of it. And that's kind of been our Achilles heel this year. We've been creating lots and lots and lots of half chances, and we haven't had guys just stepping up and putting them away. So, yeah, the UAB result, 3-2 on the road against a very good team. I mean, while it was disappointing, it wasn't devastating. It was an opportunity to really solidify yourself, as a NCAA tournament seed, and kind of take the pressure off. But that one didn't go our way. Wasn't the end of the world. Marshall Saturday night here.
That had to hurt you out. Shot 31-7.
That was the end of the world. No, I mean it's.
If you have to talk you off the ledge, Coach.
If you look at it independently, like let's just say it was surrounded by 5 wins on either side, you just kind of write it off.
Yeah.
And you say 31-7 in shots, 15-0 in corner kicks. I mean, a pretty thorough display, attacking display. But once again, weren't as clinical in front of the goal. Had a free kick go off the post, kind of the inside of the post, didn't find its mark, and we made two defensive mistakes. And really, Marshall had one shot from like 30 yards, which the keeper handled without a problem. And then we gave them 2 opportunities, and they scored on both of them off our mistakes. So it was pretty classic, kind of like how you write it up if you're a lesser team. You say, hey, can we bunker in? Can we withstand pressure and chances? And can we somehow sneak a goal or two? And it played out to perfection for Marshall. But, those things happen. It's unfortunate, but they happen, and a lot of it's just timing and where it happens in the season. So to make a long story short, we went from kind of cruising along comfortably to now having to be good, and we're still in a good situation. The RPI came out yesterday. We were 35 in the country RPI, 25 in the coaches poll. And if the NCAA selection show was tomorrow, we'd be in the NCAA tournament, probably with the first round home game. But that's not the case. So we're either going to be higher or lower, or close to being the same, and it's all in our hands. So a good team Friday night in South Carolina, and we got to take care of business.
Last game of the regular season.
Yeah, and then we go to the conference tournament, and we'll get to play a good opponent, which is a positive in that it's a good RPI game.
Yeah.
And, it's all in front of us. I said to the guys this morning, and I said to myself, as bad as you feel about things, there's 205 Division I teams, and we're sitting better than 170 of them. It's a good situation when you look at it to say, hey, it's great to have such high expectations and to put that on yourself. But we're a very, very good team. And in my mind, a top 10 team. And you say to yourself, you don't bank on it, but you say, good things are going to come your way at some point. And you know, I've seen it historically in the NCAA tournament. You know, a team, a much lesser team than us, you know, kind of starts getting some bounces and gets on a roll, and they usually don't win it, but they go, you know, they make it into the Final Four. UMass, Ohio State, you know, seen it happen. So I think the tide's going to turn a little bit. I think we're going to be really good on Friday. I think it's going to be a little bit of a weight off our back. And our players are too good not to take care of business when it counts.
Okay, do we have a guest?
Yeah, we got a guest, Matty Gibbons, senior captain.
How do you pronounce his last name?
Gibbons.
Is that the way they pronounce it at the stadium?
I don't know.
He said that they mispronounced his name or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He was very upset.
No, I don't think he's been on this year, has he?
No, I just heard him.
Yeah, he was on
in
last
the wings
year.
over there.
He's a good guest. He's good.
Okay.
He's really good. But
Let's
we'll
bring him on.
Matty on, and then we'll come back to you and we'll wrap it up, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
All righty. Back at it. Special guest, Matty Gibbons. Good to have you here. You know, Richard asked some tough questions. We've had a little bit of a challenging spell, but I feel pretty good about things where we are with the team. What's your take as a captain, a guy who's been through it? You know, the last 3 years we were kind of cruising at this point, dealing with a little bit of different pressures, but still in charge of our own destiny. How do you feel the spirits are?
You know, it is a pretty crazy thing to think about. Coming in my freshman year was 2011 when we went undefeated. So thinking back to how things were then and how things were now, it's very different. But you're always going to have, you know, things happen during a season, whether it's the start, the middle, or the end. And this year it's come more towards the end of the regular season, but that hasn't kind of deterred us from the belief we have in ourselves and, you know, the way that we've been playing. So there's a lot of confidence within the team still going into our last regular season game here at home, and then pushing on into the two tournaments we have ahead of us. So I'm not too worried about where the team is right now. Mentally, you know, we're in a good spot, and we're just looking forward to Friday.
Yeah, I mean, you hope you're in a situation where you can look back and say it was quite an experience, and we all grew from it, because it's something we're not used to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good thing that expectations are this high. But, you know, I'm confident. I feel good about the team, but I'm also excited to see what our reaction is. It's always somewhat of a mystery. I mean, we've been pretty good every game. I think there was one game, Charlotte, where we weren't good. Outside of that, we've been pretty good. You know, maybe there were some moments here or there.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think we had one poor half probably against Kentucky. But outside of that, you know, the lion's share of the minutes, we've been very good. So there's no reason to believe it won't be Good Friday. I just think it's a challenge, and I think as a captain and as a guy who's been through it, you know, here at UNM on the international level, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to experience, because you're going to deal with these things throughout life. You're going to deal with challenges, and really kind of the mark of a leader and a successful man is how you deal with the bad times as well as the good. So I think that's our challenge.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're ignorant to think that, you know, things are always going to go your way. So, I mean, you got a lot of young guys and a lot of, you know, mature fourth and fifth year guys. I mean, for all of us, it's a great experience to go through. Maybe even more so for the guys that are finishing up. You know, we had to go through some tough times before we, you know, head on to the real world. But, you know, right now we're dealing with it well. And, you know, for the young guys, I mean, the way I see it is I hope the young guys can look up to me and see the way that I deal with it, and maybe take lessons off of the things I do right, maybe take lessons off the things that I do wrong. So,
Right.
I mean, you've mentioned it before, leaving a legacy for the guys to follow my footsteps is probably one of the most important things that I'm trying to achieve right now, and then you know, the success will come with that.
Well, you're right. You're spot on. I mean, there's not much else needs to be said. Got to get it done Friday. 2 days of training, getting the spirits right, getting the team right, and should be a good performance.
Looking forward to it. You know, my fellow seniors can't wait to send them off the right way with a good result and good performance on Friday. So, no, I'm looking forward to it and the rest of the season ahead.
Good deal. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. We'll go back to Richard, and we'll see you tomorrow morning in practice.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, welcome back to Fish Off the Pitch. Last final regular season game, and then we're going to have a playoff game here with 10,000 people in the stands, right?
That's the hope. You know, I mean, that's the plan, is to take care of business Friday night, good showing in the conference tournament, and then get at least one at home in the NCAA tournament. That's the plan.
And we'll be here Monday to talk about the tournament.
All right. Well, thanks, and I would say wish us luck, but I think we're going to be good.
I know you will be.
All right. We'll see you
Okay,
next week. Thanks.
Thanks.